There's a road that cuts through a dead man's field, where the crops don't grow and the wounds don't heal. Every mile's got a story buried in dust. Every cross leans sideways like it gave up on us. I've been walking it slow with a bottle and guilt, with a past I can't bury and a fate already built. Mama's voice still cracks through the wind at night, but it fades when I step out of the light. And the sky hangs low like it's closing in, like it knows every place that I've been. God forgot this road I'm on, left me here where the hope is gone. Every prayer just turns to stone in a place that won't let go. Hear the silence scream my name like it's feeding on my shame. I don't kneel, I don't beg, just keep walking where the lost souls bled. There's a diner still open at none, with a waitress who don't blink at anyone. She poured me black coffee with a shaking hand, said, "You ain't the first to not understand." I said, "What happens to men like me?" She just laughed like she seen what I'd see. Then she pointed outside to the empty night, said they keep walking till they lose the fight. And the neon buzz felt like a warning sign, like the end was already mine. God forgot this road I'm on, left me here where the hope is gone. Every prayer just turns to stone in a place that won't let go. Hear the silence scream my name like it's feeding on my shame. I don't kneel, I don't beg, just keep walking where the lost souls bled. There's a grave with no name by the roadside bend, just a number scratched deep like a final end. I felt something pull when I passed it by, like a piece of me didn't want to survive. Then I saw my face in the shattered glass of a rusted car from a long dead past, and the eyes staring back weren't mine at all. They were darker, like they'd seen the fall. And I heard a voice from the broken ground, said, "You've been dead since you came around. Every step you take just digs it deep. You ain't walking, you're buried beneath." I tried to run, but the road stood still, like it bent to match my will. Every turn just led me back to the same old dirt, the same old track, and the sky cracked open without a sound, but no light ever came back down. Now I see them all in the fading gray, every soul that the road betrayed. They don't speak, they don't cry, just walk with that hollow in their eyes. And I feel myself fading thin, like the dark's finally settling in. If I ever lived, I can't recall. Maybe I never did at all. God forgot this road I'm on, left me here where the hope is gone. Every prayer just turns to stone in a place that won't let go. Hear the silence scream my name like it's feeding on my shame. I don't kneel, I don't beg, just keep walking where the lost souls bled. God forgot, or maybe he knew what this road was gonna do, turn a man into something less, just a shadow in the emptiness. If there's mercy, it missed this place, didn't leave a single trace. I don't fight, I don't plead, just road believes. So if you ever see that broken sign at the edge of nowhere, past the line, turn around. Don't you go too far. Don't follow the pull of a dying star. 'Cause once you walk where I've gone, you don't come back, you just move along. On the road where God is gone.
There's a field out back where the scarecrows lean, like they're begging God for a life unseen. But the sky stays shut, never makes a sound, just watches us rot into the ground. I was raised on dirt and a whispered curse. Every blessing given always turned out worse. Mama said, boy, don't dig too deep, but the soil don't lie and it don't forget me. And I felt it move when I broke that skin, like something below was pulling me in. The soil knows my name, it calls me down through the roots and bones underneath this town. Every sin I bear, it starts to rise again. In the dark where it all begins, hear it breathe through the cracks I made, like it's feeding on every debt unpaid. I don't run, I don't explain, I just sink when it calls my name. There's a shed full of tools that ain't been cleaned since the night I crossed that line unseen. Got a shovel worn from the weight of lies and a stain that don't fade no matter how I try. I remember the night, but not the face, just the silence thick in that empty place, and the sound of earth as it swallowed whole what I swore would never take my soul. And the wind went dead when I walked away, like it knew I'd be back someday. The soil knows my name, it calls me down through the roots and bones underneath this town. Every sin I bear, it starts to rise again. In the dark where it all begins, hear it breathe through the cracks I made, like it's feeding on every debt unpaid. I don't run, I don't explain, I just sink when it calls my name. There's a boy in my dreams with a hollow stare, standing barefoot in the midnight air. He don't speak, but he don't need to. I can see the truth in what I knew. He points to the ground where the grass won't grow, where the dirt stays black and the cold winds blow. And I wake up choking on the same old dread, with his shadow still beside my bed. And the walls lean in when the night gets deep, like the garden secrets I tried to keep. Every creak, every breath, every hidden sound feels like something digging from underground. I went back there drunk with a shaking hand to the cursed patch of forgotten land. Started digging like a desperate man, but the hole dug back. I don't understand. The deeper I went, the colder it grew, till the dirt felt alive like it always knew. And I heard a voice from beneath the clay. You were never the one who walked away. Now the ground feels soft every step I take, like it's waiting for me to finally break. I see faces form in the shifting earth, all the things I buried since my birth. And I feel my legs start sinking slow, like the end's been waiting below. If there's mercy left, it ain't for me, just a grave that's already set me free. The soil knows my name, I can't escape. It's been calling me down since my first mistake. Every breath I take just feeds that ground. Every heartbeat drags me further down. Hear it whisper low through the roots and rot. All you ever were is what you forgot. I don't fight, I don't complain, I just fade when it calls my name. The soil knows, it always did. Every lie, everything I hid, now it's pulling me in, inch by inch, with a grip so cold it makes me flinch. If there's heaven, it's far from here, buried deep under guilt and fear. I don't live, I remain, just a ghost in the dirt with a name. So don't dig deep where the ground turns black. Don't look close, don't you look back, 'cause the earth don't forget what you try to hide. It just waits till you're ready to lie. And when you fall, it won't feel the same. You won't be screaming, you'll be answering. When the soil calls your name. There's a house on a hill where the paint's peeled black, and the porch leans low like it won't fight back. Windows stare like they're wide awake, watching every wrong move you make. I was warned as a child, don't go inside, but the door stood open like it wanted me to try. And the air went cold when I crossed that line, like I stepped out of time or out of mind. And the floorboards creaked like a living thing, like the walls themselves could hear me breathe. This house, it breathes when the night comes in, through the cracks in the wood and the weight of sin. Every step I take, it remembers me, like I ain't the man that I used to be. Hear it whisper low through the broken seams, feeding off of my shattered dreams. I don't leave, I don't roam, I just fade in a house that won't let me go. There's a mirror inside with a shattered face, but it shows me whole in a darker place. I see things move when I turn away, like they're waiting for me to stay. There's a clock that ticks, but it don't keep time, just counts every breath like it's a crime. And the deeper I walk, the more I see that the house ain't trapped here, is trapping me. And the doors all shut when I try to run, like the night itself has just begun. This house, it breathes when the night comes in, through the cracks in the wood and the weight of sin. Every step I take, it remembers me, like I ain't the man that I used to be. Hear it whisper low through the broken seams, feeding off of my shattered dreams. I don't leave, I don't roam, I just fade in a house that won't let me go. There's a voice upstairs calling out my name, but it sounds like me, just not the same. It says, come on up, don't be afraid, like it knows every choice I've made. And I climb those stairs with a heavy chest, like I'm walking straight to my final rest. When I reach the top, there's no one there, just a hanging rope and a broken chair. And the walls start to bend, the ceiling drops, like the house itself don't ever stop. Every breath gets tight, every step feels wrong, like I've been inside here far too long. I tried to break through a window pane, but it showed me back in a pouring rain. Standing outside, looking in, like I never left, like I never been. And I heard myself from the other side say, you walked in here, but you chose to stay. Now the dust don't settle, it clings to me like a second skin. I can't break free, I see faces form in the peeling walls every time the silence calls. And I feel my pulse in the wooden frame, like the house and I are the same. If I had a life, it's long since gone. Now I just exist where I don't belong. This house, it breathes and I breathe it in. Every nail, every board, every hidden sin. I don't know where I end or it begins, just a hollow shell wearing borrowed skin. Hear it laugh in the pipes at night, like it feeds on fear and dying light. I don't run, I don't know if I ever walked out that door. This house don't break, it just rearranges. Twist your mind till your soul estranges. Every memory starts to bend, till you don't know where you've been. If there's God, He won't come here. There's no faith left, just fear. I don't live, I don't grow, I just rot where the dark winds blow. So if you find that house on a nameless road, and the door swings wide, like it's been told, don't step close, don't breathe too slow, 'cause once it hears you, it won't let go. And you won't scream, you won't fight, you'll just become part of the night. Inside the walls, where something grows. Inside the house that breathes and knows. There's a scar in the dirt where the railroad dies, in a town full of ghosts that don't close their eyes. Every window's cracked like a sinner's grin. You can feel that rot crawling under your skin. I Came back here with a hollow chest, just a rattling soul and a death wish rest. Got a past that howls when the night gets loud, like a buried truth scratching through the ground. And the wind spills out what I tried to hide. Every sin I buried still alive inside. The devil wears my name when the night comes down, whispers every secret I thought I'd drown. In the mirror's glass I don't see a man, just a shadow shaped like a broken plan. Every step I take leaves a deeper grave. Every breath I steal feels already claimed. I ain't lost, I've been claimed the same by the devil wearing my name. There was blood on the floor of a motel room, and a flickering light singing my doom. I remember her eyes but not her scream, just the silence after like a bad dream. Tried to wash it off in a roadside sink, but the stain sank deeper than I could think. Now the water runs red when I close my eyes, and her voice still hums like a lullaby. And the truth don't bend when it's carved in bone. It just waits for you when you're all alone. The devil wears my name when the night comes down, whispers every secret I thought I drowned. In the mirror's glass I don't see a man, just a shadow shaped like a broken plan. Every step I take leaves a deeper grave. Every breath I steal feels already claimed. I ain't lost, I've been claimed the same by the devil wearing my name. Oh, met a stranger once on a midnight road. He was dressed like me, even spoke my code. Said, I've been where you're trying to go. Then he smiled like he already knows. He said, you can run, but you can't outride what's been stitched in your bones since the day you cried. Every choice you made carved a deeper chain. Now you wear me too. We're one and the same. And I felt my pulse start to split in two, like the man I was never really knew. Every step I took he was walking too, like a second shadow I couldn't lose. I dug a hole in the dead of night with trembling hands and no moonlight. Said, this is where I'll bury you, but the dirt whispered back, I'll bury you too. Sky's gone black like a burned out vein, and the air tastes sharp with the coming rain. I can feel that in breathing down my neck, like a promise I ain't outrun yet. There's a cross of ash where my heart once beat, and a trail of bones underneath my feet. If there's mercy left, it forgot my face, left me locked in time. I can't erase. Comes down, whispers every secret I thought I'd drown. In the mirror's glass I don't see a man, just a shadow shaped like a broken plan. Every step I take leaves a deeper grave. Every breath I steal feels already claimed. I ain't lost, I've been claimed the same by the devil wearing my name. Calls me out like a cursed refrain. Every road I take bends just fade while he takes my place. So if you see me walking through your town, keep your head low, don't make a sound, 'cause the man you see ain't who I became. It's just the devil wearing my name. There's a pit out back where the earth caves in, where they used to throw what they called their sins. No mark of stone, no holy ground, just a hollow place that swallows sound. I was 16 when they dragged me there, with a rope, a lie, and a vacant stare. Said, this is where your kind gets laid. Then they shoved me down in the shallow grave, and the dirt fell fast, but I didn't die. I just lay there listening to the sky. No grave will hold me, I still breathe below, through the roots of guilt and the lies you sow. Every nail you drove couldn't keep me still. Now I'm rising slow with a different will. Hear me scratching through the broken clay, like a voice you buried won't stay away. I ain't gone, I ain't saved, and no grave will hold me in place. They went back home like it all was done, like they'd buried more than a man undone. But the night grew thick and the dogs wouldn't rest, and the wind spoke low through every chest. There were footsteps heard where no one walked, and a voice in the walls that never talked. Every mirror cracked when I passed it near. Even shadows learned how to fear, and the ground stayed warm where they left me dead, like it kept my pulse instead. No grave will hold me, I still breathe below, through the roots of guilt and the lies you sow. Every nail you drove couldn't keep me still. Now I'm rising slow with a different will. Hear me scratching through the broken clay, like a voice you buried won't stay away. I ain't gone, I ain't saved, and no grave will hold me in place. There's a man I see in the edge of sight, walking fields alone in the dead of night. He don't speak, but he wears my face with a twisted grin I can't erase. And he stands where they tried to end my breath, like he feeds on the echo of my death. He said, you ain't you anymore, you're the thing they buried in that dirt before. And I felt my bones start to shift and crack, like the past was clawing its way back. Every heartbeat hit like a hammer blow from a place beneath I don't control. I clawed my way through the so black ground with the scream so deep it made no sound. Every inch was pain I couldn't name, but I rose back up, not the same. And the sky looked down like it turned away, like it knew I shouldn't walk this way. Now I walk through town, but I ain't seen, just a passing chill in a waking dream. I hear them speak of a curse out there in the hollow fields where they left me bare. And I smile slow when they lock their doors, when they feel that scratch beneath their floors. If they thought that death would make me fade, they should've known what they really made. No grave will hold me, I've crossed that line where the dead don't rest and the lost don't die. Every breath I take ain't meant to be, just a curse carved out of memory. Hear me calling through the dirt and bone, from the place they swore I'd stay alone. I ain't peace,
So if you stand where the earth sinks low and you feel something move below, don't stay long, don't make a sound, 'cause something's lost. Don't stay in the ground. And when they rise, they don't come to save, they come back wrong from a shallow grave. It's still raining. I can hear it on the roof, same as that night. Funny thing is, I don't remember driving home. I just remember the sound it made. And after that, everything just kept going, like nothing ever stopped.
There's a road so black under dying light, with the same old rain from that endless night. Wipers drag slow like they're half alive, but they never clear what's inside my mind. Got both hands tied on a shaking wheel, but I don't know if I'm driving still. Every mile feels like a frozen frame from a moment I can't rearrange. And the headlights spin like they're pointing back to the exact same place I left off track. I never left that night, I just keep moving through the same mistake that keeps on proving. Every breath I take don't feel like mine, just a loop of guilt stuck in time. Hear the rain tap slow like it knows the truth, like it's spelling out what I tried to lose. I don't wake, I don't fight, I just live inside that night. There's a dent in the hood I don't recall, and a crack in the glass shaped like a fall. I see flashing lights in the distance fade, but they never reach where my soul decayed. There's a voice in the dark from the passenger side, but I never look, I just let it ride. She says you could have stopped, you had the chance. I just grip tighter, don't take the glance. And her breath feels cold, though the heat's turned high, like she never really left that night. I never left that night, I just keep moving through the same mistake that keeps on proving. Every breath I take don't feel like mine, just a loop of guilt stuck in time. Hear the rain tap slow like it knows the truth, like it's spelling out what I tried to lose. I don't wake, I don't fight, I just live inside that night. There's a stretch ahead where the road dips low, where the headlights flicker and the shadows grow. And I swear I see it happen again, that shape, that moment right back then. I slam the brakes, but they don't respond, like the choice I had is already gone. And the sound hits hard like it always does, like it never stopped, like it always was. And the world goes still, but I'm still here, with the same dull hum in my ear. Every second loops back around to the same exact broken sound. That's not the engine, that's not the road, that's the moment, replaying slow. And I hear her voice beneath the rain. You never left, you stayed the same. Now the road don't end and the sky won't break, and I don't know if I'm still awake. Every turn just leads me back again to the place I should have never been. And I see myself in the rearview stare, with the hollow look like I'm not all there. There's a way out, I missed it then. Now I just drive and relive it again. I never left that night, I'm
every drop hits like a hammer knock. I don't change, I don't rewrite, I just die again at night. I never left, I just pretend that this road might someday end. But the lines don't break and the dark don't bend, and the past don't loosen, it just descends. If there's mercy, it passed me by, somewhere between the truth and lie. I don't live, I don't survive, I just crash over and over alive. It's still raining, I can still hear it, and that sound, it never stopped. It never stopped. Madrugada fria entra pela janela. A madrugada fria entra pela janela. O silêncio pesa mais que qualquer palavra dela. O copo suado em cima da mesa vazia. It's still raining, I can hear it on the roof, same as that night. Funny thing is, I don't remember driving.
There's a well out back where the rope's long gone, just a circle of stone that the dark leans on. No one draws from it, no one dares, but you hear it breathe when the night air stares. I was told as a child, don't look inside, don't lean too close, don't test your pride. But the deeper the warning, the more it pulls, like a truth buried down where the silence rules. And I felt it shift when I crossed that line, like the dark below had a voice like mine. The well still echoes when I call my name, through the hollow dark and the buried shame. Every word comes back just a little wrong, like it's been down there for far too long. Hear it whisper low from the endless deep, where the things we hide never really sleep. I don't turn, I don't yell, I just listen to the voice in the well. There's a bucket chain rusted to the side, with a stain that never quite dried. I don't recall what it held before, just the sound it made when it hit that floor. There were marks in the stone, like someone climbed or tried to escape what they left behind. And I swear I saw fingers etched in place, like they slipped back down without a trace. And the air went still when I leaned in close, like it knew exactly what I'd exposed. The well still echoes when I call my name, through the hollow dark and the buried shame. Every word comes back just a little wrong, like it's been down there for far too long. Hear it whisper low from the endless deep, where the things we hide never really sleep. I don't turn, I don't yell, I just listen to the voice in the well. There's a story told about a man who fell. Said he screamed for hours from that same old well, but no one came and the sound just died. Or maybe it changed or multiplied. I dropped a stone just to hear it land, but it never hit, it never slammed. Just a breath came back slow and pale, saying words I knew a little too well. And the voice grew clear as it called me near, not from below, but right here. I tried to step back, but my feet stood still, like I'd already given in to the will. Every heartbeat matched that hollow sound, like my pulse belonged to the ground. Then I heard it speak without delay. You didn't come here, you were led this way. Now I walk that field where the well still waits, with a silent pull I can't escape. I see others come with that same lost stare, drawn in by something they're not aware. And I try to warn, but no words come out, just a broken breath wrapped in doubt. Guess I'm part of what calls them near, just another echo they'll soon hear. The well still echoes, but now it's me, in the voice they hear when they lean to see. Every word I speak pulls them down to the hollow dark beneath the ground. Hear me whisper low, just take a look, like the lie I once mistook. I don't leave, I don't dwell, I just become the voice in the well. The well don't end, it just repeats. Every soul it drags beneath its deep. Every scream just turns to guide for the next one standing at the side. If there's mercy, it don't reach down to the depths beneath this cursed ground. I don't live, I don't tell, I just echo on inside the well. So if you find that circle, a stone one day, and you hear your name in a distant way, don't lean close, don't try to tell if it's real or just a spell. 'Cause once it speaks, you'll break that shell, and you won't leave, you'll just become another voice inside the well. There's a creek out back where the water went dry, just a bed of bones and a cracked up sky. Used to run clear when I was a kid, before that night, before what I did. Now the stones sit still like they're holding breath, and the mud's turned black with a taste of death. You can hear it hum if you stand real still, like it's waiting there, like it always will. And the air goes thin when you step too close, like it knows your name better than you know. The creek don't run no more, it just keeps score. Every sin I buried on that broken shore, every word I lied, every truth I killed, still echoes loud in that empty still. Hear it call me back through the hollow ground, like a debt unpaid that I can't outrun. I don't drink, I don't wash, I just stand where the past won't stop. There's a rope still tied to a leaning tree, where the bark's been scarred like it's seen me bleed. I don't recall how it came undone, just the silence after. When it was done, there was dirt in
my nails and a shaking chest, and a voice in my head saying leave the rest. But the creek went still like it watched me lie, and it hasn't flowed since that night went by. And the wind died out like it couldn't stay, like it feared what I'd done that day. The creek don't run no more, it just keeps score. Every sin I buried on that broken shore, every word I lied, every truth I killed, still echoes loud in that empty still. Hear it call me back through the hollow ground, like a debt unpaid that I can't outrun. I don't drink, I don't wash, I just stand where the past won't stop. Met an old man once by the dried up bend, with a hollow look like he'd reached the end. He said, I've been here since the water died, since the truth went under and refused to rise. I said, why don't you leave this place? He just smiled with a broken face, said, you don't walk off what you tie yourself to. Then he turned and his eyes looked through, and I felt that pull in my chest again, like the creek was crawling beneath my skin. Every breath I took felt thick with blame, like the silence itself spoke my name. I went back there late in the dead of night, with a shovel shaking in pale moonlight. Thought I'd dig it up, let the truth be known, but the ground was hard like it turned to stone. Then a crack ran deep through the dried creek bed, and a whisper rose from the buried dead. You don't dig up what you've become. Now I see reflections where there's no rain, in the empty bed of that lifeless vein. Faces flicker in the broken ground, every one of them makes no sound. And I feel my feet sink slow each day, like the earth itself won't let me stray. If there's mercy left, it ain't for me, just a place where the past won't leave. The creek don't run, but it pulls me in through the cracks of time and the weight of sin. Every step I take just feeds that land, like it's carving truth I can't withstand. Hear it whisper low, you're already mine, through the hollow echo of wasted time. I don't fight, I don't stop, I just wait for the final drop. The creek don't run, it just holds the truth of the man I was and the things I do. Every lie I told still breathes down there in the heavy dark of that empty stare. If there's peace, it dried away, left me here where the dead things stay. I don't live, I don't mourn, I just fade where the creek was born. So if you find that bed of cracked up stone, where the water's gone and the past has grown, don't step down, don't linger long, 'cause the silence there ain't ever wrong. And it won't scream loud, it won't make a sound, it just pulls you slow into the ground, where the creek don't run, but it drags you down. out back where the water went dry, just a bed of bones and a cracked up sky. Used to run clear when I was a kid, before that night, before what I did. Now the stones sit still like they're holding breath, and the mud's turned black with a taste of death. You can hear it hum if you stand real still, like it's waiting there, like it always will. And the air goes thin when you step too close, like it knows your name better than you know. The creek don't run no more, it just keeps going. Every sin I buried on that broken shore, every word I lied, every truth I There's a road past the ridge where the fog don't lift, and the lantern swings like a hanging gift. No one lives there, that's what they say, but the light still burns at the end of the way. I was dared as a kid just to walk that line, past the fence where the crosses lean out of time. Heard a voice in the hush of the pines that night, said keep it coming, you're almost right. And the closer I got, the colder it turned, like the dark itself had something to learn. That lantern still burns in the dead of night, through the fog and the guilt and the fading light. Every step I take, it draws me in, like it knows every scar beneath my skin. Hear it crackle low, like a voice half known, from a place I swore I'd never go. I don't stop, I don't turn, I just follow where that lantern burns. There's a cabin there with a crooked frame, and a door that moves like it speaks your name. No wind outside, but it sways and groans like it's breathing slow through hollow bones. I pushed it wide and the fire was lit, though the hearth was cold and the ash unfit. And a chair rocked back like someone just stood, but there ain't no one in that wood. And the lantern dimmed when I stepped inside, like it knew I had nowhere to hide. That lantern still burns in the dead of night, through the fog and the guilt and the fading light. Every step I take, it draws me in, like it knows every scar beneath my skin. Hear it crackle low, like a voice half known, from a place I swore I'd never go. I don't stop, I don't turn, I just follow where that lantern burns. There's a journal left on a splintered desk, filled with names and a single request. Don't trust the light when it calls you near, but the last few pages just disappear. And I saw my name in a shaking line, written fresh like it was in time, with a date that matched this very night, and a note that read, don't fight the light. And the walls leaned close like they heard me breathe, every shadow moved like it wanted me. And the flame grew tall without a spark, casting shapes that crawled in the dark. I tried to leave, but the door was gone, just the endless glow pulling me on. Every step felt less like it was mine, like I crossed some unseen line. And the lantern spoke without a sound. You were lost before you were found. Now I stand outside in the drifting gray, watching strangers walk that same old way. I see their fear when the light appears, but it fades real quick when it draws them near. And I try to shout, but no voice comes out, just a silent scream wrapped in doubt. Guess I'm part of what I once outran, just a keeper of the flame I can't understand. That lantern still burns, and now I see it ain't just a light, it's a memory. Every soul it takes leaves a trace behind, in the flicker of a broken mind. Hear it whisper low, you're not alone, but it means you're never going home. I don't live, I don't learn, I just stay where the lantern burns. And that lantern still burns, and it always will. Through the hollow dark on that silent hill,
carved in flame till there's nothing left but a ghost and a name. If there's mercy, it don't shine here, just a glow built out of fear. I don't leave, I return to the fire that forever burns. So if you see that light through the fog one night, don't believe it's leading you right. Don't step close, don't feel that pull, 'cause it don't guide, it just makes you full of every fear. You try to outrun till you stand there still and become another flame in the lantern that never goes out. There's a silo standing where the farmhand died, with a rusted door and a hollow inside. Used to hold the harvest, golden and clean. Now it holds something no one's seen. I was working late when the sun went down, heard a scraping sound from the edge of town, like nails on tin or a voice too thin, calling something buried deep within. And the dust rose slow like it had a pulse, like it knew my name, like it knew my faults. There's a shadow in the grain, it's calling me through the rot and the rust and the memory. Every step I take, it grows more clear, like it's been waiting all these years. Hear it breathing low in the hollow steel, like it knows exactly what I conceal. I don't turn, I don't explain, I just walk toward the shadow in the grain. There's a ladder bent up the inner wall, where the echoes stretch and the whispers crawl. I climb halfway, then I froze in place, saw a shape shift slow in the empty space. It moved like smoke, but it held its ground, like a living thing without a sound. And I swear it wore something close to my face, just twisted wrong, out of place. And the air went thick, like it sealed me in, like the silo fed on the things within. There's a shadow in the green, it's calling me through the rot and the rust and the memory. Every step I take, it grows more clear, like it's been waiting all these years. Hear it breathing low in the hollow steel, like it knows exactly what I conceal. I don't turn, I don't explain, I just walk toward the shadow in the grain. There's a carving deep in the metal skin, just a name and a date worn thin. I brushed it clean with a shaking hand, and it matched the mark from another land, from a place I swore I'd never speak, from a night so dark it made me weak. And the deeper I stared, the more I knew that the shadow there had always been me too. And the walls closed in with a heavy sound, like the past itself was circling round. Every breath I took turned dry and slow, like I'd crossed somewhere I shouldn't go. I tried to climb, but the rungs gave way, sent me sliding down into black decay. Hit the floor where the dust ran deep, but the ground beneath me didn't keep. It shifted, moved, began to breathe, like a living thing beneath the debris. And the voice came through low and plain, you don't leave what you've sustained. Now I wander fields that no one tends, with a hollow stare that never bends. turns, I see that silo in every dream, with that same low hum, that same dark gleam. And I feel it grow in the back of my mind like a second self I can't unwind. If I had a soul, it'd split in two. One stayed there and the other grew. There's a shadow in the grain, and it wears my face in a twisted form I can't erase. Every step I take just feeds it more, like it's pulling me back to that rusted door. Hear it whisper low through the empty land, you were never more than what I planned. I don't fight, I don't complain, I just feed the shadow in the grain. There's a shadow every lie you tell, every truth you hide, turns into the thing you keep inside. If there's mercy, it don't grow here, just a harvest made out of fear. I don't live, I remain, split in half by the shadow in the grain. So if you pass that silo out in the dust, where the fields gave up and the crops all rust, don't step near, don't call its name, 'cause it ain't just dark, it's something you became. And once it sees what you've tried to contain, you won't walk out from the shadow in the grain. So if you pass that silo out in the dust, where the fields gave up and the crops all rust, don't step near, don't call its name, 'cause it ain't just dark, it's something you became. And once it sees what you've tried to contain,